and welcome to my Tarot Corner. And I want to thank each and every one of you who decides to come back. And I also want to thank each and every one of you who came out to my defense in the comments. And I just wanted to say that I decided to put timestamps in every one of my videos, so those who find it tedious to listen to my babbling in the beginning of each video can just jump right to the reading. They don't have to listen. I just hope they do go to my description box to read my full disclaimer, but this is because this is really important that they do realize that this is a tarot reading. It is vibrational, it is open to interpretation, exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. Okay, so the biggest headline today was that the king did invite Harry and Meghan to the coronation. Now, it wasn't a surprise for me. If you go back to my readings ever since the Queen died in regard to King Charles's coronation, I said over and over again that the king will invite them to the coronation. The question now is, will they attend? Both of them, just just Harry. There was this assumption that they will only send the children, which sounds really ludicrous to me. But there was this assumption or this suggestion that Harry will come just for 48 hours, and they call this suggestion Harry in a hurry. So I decided to look into this, and if you remember that I told you about this book 1001 tarot readings, and you can really find tarot readings for almost every walk of life in that book. So of course I couldn't find should someone attend a coronation, but I did find should you attend an old school or college reunion. So I decided to take that spread and adapt it to the should Harry attend the coronation. And this is going to be a 9-card spread, and I'm using the OSTARA Tarot. Now, the OSTARA Tarot is a tarot deck that revolves around an equinox that is, it is around spring. And spring, as they write in the preface to the booklet, it's owing its name to the pagan vernal equinox, marks the midpoint of spring and ushers in a time of light rebirth and new growth. Now, the coronation is going to be on May the 6th. It's springtime, so it felt right to use this tarot deck. And I'm using with it an oracle deck that is the Season of the Witch Beltane oracle, which is also about springtime. Actually, there is a new Season of the Witch that I think it's around, well, I already have winter, summer, spring, so there is a new one for fall, but I haven't got, but it hasn't been, well, it hasn't come out yet, so it's only on pre-order yet, right now. So I've decided to use 2 decks that are connected to springtime, to the coronation time, and to check whether or not Harry should arrive. Should he arrive by himself? Should he arrive with his wife? So what is the best thing for Harry to do and for the royal family, of course? because I believe that it was the right thing to do to invite them. Whether or not they should come, this is another question, because I don't believe that they should come, but let's see what the tarot says. So I already said my disclaimer, so let's clear the deck. Now, what's interesting about this deck, it was created by 4 illustrators, and they split the minors between them. So each of the minors is completely different. It evolves around a different animal. And it is a completely different artwork because it is a different illustrator, and the majors were created together. All four creators did that together. Okay. So let's start asking. Should Harry and Meghan attend King Charles's coronation on May the 6th? Should Harry attend the coronation by himself? Should Meghan come with him to the coronation? What is best for the royal family? Should Harry and Meghan attend the coronation of King Charles on spring 2023? Should they attend the coronation on May 6th, 2023? Together or just Harry? So the first card is, what are the potential advantages of attending the coronation for Harry? And this whole reading is going to be from Harry's point of view, because he's the one that is supposed to arrive. It's his father's coronation. Whether Meghan arrives or not, it's not that important. So what are the potential advantages for Harry in attending the coronation? And what I'm getting here is the King of... Wait a minute. Cups. So as I thought, it was the King of Cups. I saw the cup here, but I just wasn't sure because there is this something that looks like a pentacle up here, so I wasn't sure. But this is the King of Cups. And I always tell you that the King of Cups is a card that really shows Harry. Why is that? Because this is the whiner king. This is the king who always feels that he's not getting what he deserves. This is the king who always, or the person who always complains that he does not get what he really deserves. So actually, attending the coronation will give Harry more fuel to his feelings of deprivation. It will even give him more motivation for coming out and saying, you see, I am despair, I am deprived. This is a card that is only going, this shows us that coming to the coronation is only going to deepen his emotional problems, emotional stabilities. Now, how is that an advantage? Because he's using his emotional instability the same way that he used that in the opera program that he did, the Me Who Can't See, the same way that he's using that when he's working for BELTANE. He needs to be seen as someone who is unstable, someone who who has emotional problems. It's part of his persona. It's part of him, of the way that he's portraying himself. A man who finds it hard to to detach from his mother, as a man that is very sensitive, a man who cares about his family, a man who is very much with a family perception. This is a card of someone who is nostalgic. So he's going to be able to tap to all of those emotions and to show that he's coming to the coronation because he has those nostalgic feelings towards his father, towards his extended family, but also he's going to be able to remind the world of his mother, and this is something that he's going to utilize maybe in his next programs, or in the next, I don't think that he's going to do a new Netflix documentary, but he is going to use these emotions or the things that he's going to experience in his future programs, in the future things that he wants to produce. So once again, this is a card that describes Harry very well, because this is the card of someone who feels deprived, and he will only be able to show the world how deprived he is, because he will not be center stage, because he will be booed, or even worse than that, because he will be cold-shouldered, or people will just shut and be quiet around him and will not talk to him. So that is even worse than being booed. And he will be able to show the world, you see, I am deprived. I am not being treated the way that I should be treated. You see, I have a real reason to feel so bad. So he can use that to his own advantage. So this is one of the advantages that he can take from attending this coronation. And this is one thing that the royal family will have to be very careful in not allowing this to happen. So they will have to be very careful in including him if he does decide to arrive, including him, not allowing him to be seen as if he is ostracized, as if he is being left alone, because they don't want him to be able to say to the world, you see, I am deprived. Okay, so that is the potential advantages. What are the potential drawbacks? And the potential drawbacks are, the Four of Swords. Okay. So the Four of Swords is a card of deciding not to decide. This is a card of someone who is not ready for making decisions. This is not a very good card to begin with. This is a card of someone who is not seeing things clearly, and because of that, he's unable to make decisions. This is a card of someone who is even physically ill, and I've been getting this card quite a bit lately, because this is a card of people that are not yet ready to make decisions. And I think that it's very clear that Harry is not ready to make decisions yet. But now, because we're looking at the drawbacks of attending the coronation, we need to look at the negative aspects of this card. And the negative aspects of this card is a standstill. It's a disease. It's a person that changes his mind, or people around him change their mind. So if he attends the coronation, this could even cause him to worsen his mental health problems. It can cause him to even be physically ill. It can cause his insecurities to be even deeper. This is a card of someone who is restless, and once again, a person that is stuck and unable to make decisions. And this inability to make decisions will be even greater if he attends the coronation. So attending the coronation will only make him even more stuck in his life. Maybe because attending the coronation will make him see what he is losing, exactly what attending his grandmother's funeral caused him to see. Okay, the third card is, should he make contact with old, because we're talking here about an old school reunion, it's about old classmate, but here we're talking about the coronation, so I will be talking about old family members or people that he hasn't been in contact for the past 4 years. So should he make contact with family members he haven't been in contact for since they left the royal family? And the card that I'm getting here is the Fool. So the Fool card is a card that speaks about freedom. It speaks about the need for freedom because freedom has no boundaries. It's also a card that is speaking about burning bridges. It is a that is taking his freedom so seriously that he's reckless, he's making mistakes, he's not paying attention to the things that he's doing, and because of that, he's burning bridges behind him. So it looks like the answer here is no, because those people, those family members that he hasn't been in contact for the past 4 years since they left. I can't remember exactly how long it's been, but those family members don't want to be in contact with him. This is a card of someone who is hasty and reckless, someone who started things but doesn't know how to end them, someone who is agitated, someone who, because of his need for a change, made mistakes, someone who is in danger of falling and getting hurt. So if he tries to get in touch with, for example, Princess Anne after what he said about her, with Prince Edward and Sophie after the way that he treated the royal family, he will fall and get hurt. This will not end well. So the Fool card has various sides, and it does depend in the question. And in this instance, because of the Fool's tendency to be reckless, to make mistakes, and the need for freedom that causes the Fool to be reckless, to make mistakes, and to fall and get hurt, in this instance, it's not a smart thing to do. Okay, the next card is he hoping that he will be able to reconnect with his brother during that, if he attends that coronation? And the answer is the Sun. So first of all, the Sun is the Father card. And it is a card, it is a yes card. It is a card of happiness. It is a card of abundance. It is the card of the Father. So, so he does hope, he hopes that by attending the coronation, he will be able to reconnect with his brother. He even hopes that he will be able to reconnect with his father. So by attending, he hopes to be able to reconnect with the father, with the brother, and the father that is Well, that's both of them. King Charles is both Prince William's father and his own father. So this is a yes answer, and he does hope to be able to reconnect that with them. Okay. Does he hope to be able to make peace with his brother and his father after everything that has happened between them? This is not about only reconnected, this is about being able to make peace by coming to the coronation. And the answer is strength. So this is another yes. And the message of the card is achieving control. This is about getting the control that we need from the inside. And in this card, it's very, very nice to see because this is a woman who is holding her heart. So this is about the control that we seek is coming from within. This is something that we find within ourselves. So first of all, yes, he hopes to be able to have some kind of a peace contract with his father, with his brother. He hopes to do that, but he, more than everything, he hopes to be able to achieve some kind of control over his own life. So this is something that he needs, because right now he does not have control over his own life. This is something that he really needs, and he hopes that by attending the coronation, by achieving some kind of a peace treaty with his family, he will be able to achieve that control. So this is something that he really hopes to be able to achieve. Whether or not it is possible, it's another question, but this is about his hopes. This is not about whether it is possible. It's about his hopes. And once again, if he does not get what he wants, he will be able to use that and come out and say, I am deprived. I do not get what I deserve. So it is a very thin line here. Okay, so should his wife come with him? And the answer is the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups is a card that is a message card with tendency to know, because the Four of Cups is a card of doubts. So first of all, there are a lot of doubts on whether or not Meghan should come with him, because people are doubting her sincerity. People are doubting her the ability to trust her. That this is about trust. This is about losing faith. This is about a false rumor from an outsider. This is about losing faith. So the faith in Meghan was lost. There is lack of trust. The royal family does not trust her. That they will never regain the trust in Meghan. So there are a lot of doubts on whether or not she should come, and this is a tendency towards the no, and this is about a lot of gossip with malice that Meghan spread, and the royal family knows that. So this is about wrong advice that when they did try to allow Meghan into the family, into the fold, they were giving a lot of wrong advice. But by trusting her from the beginning, that was the wrong thing to do. That was by listening to wrong advice. So this is a card that shows that they lost trust in her, that they are suspicious, in her, that they feel that they are pessimistic, and they feel that something will go wrong if she arrives, if she attends the coronation. So this is a message card with no tendencies. So it tells them probably not, and they should listen to the no tendency here. Okay, next card is card number 7. Wait a minute. So, wait, are you have to? Okay, so the next card is complicated because it asks, is Harry happy to accept the occasion despite the bad memories or good memories alike? So what I'm saying is the coronation is going to evoke all sorts of memories in regard to his childhood, in regard to his life as a royal, his life with his family. And these memories can be good and could be bad. Now, the question is he happy to accept these memories and to realize that these memories can be bad or they could be good, but he needs to accept them, not to expect that something will change. So this is something that is complicated, but it's important because he needs to realize that this event will evoke memories in him. And if he's not ready to deal with those memories, maybe he shouldn't come. So is he ready to deal with those memories? And the answer is the Chariot. So actually the Chariot is a yes card in this instance, because the Chariot is a card that speaks about chasing the dream. It's about being ready to chase the dream because you are convinced that your dream should become a reality. The Chariot card is a card of someone that will go after his dreams or will go after what he wants to achieve, no matter what, for any price. He will not give up on that. So he will act decisively, even if it means quarrels, even if it means difficulties. Now, so this is a tricky card because we're talking about memories, and this means that Harry will have to go forward, even if it means bad memories. And this is why I think that this card is in black and white. And this is why we have these chess pieces here, one black and one white, because these are the bad memories and these are the white memories, or the positive memories, and he will have to deal with both of them. So this is why we got this card, because this is about chasing your dreams, but sometimes you have to go into war in order to get your dreams realized. So in this instance, we're talking about Harry needing to face his memories, the good ones and the bad ones, and to be able to work them out, and to be able to face those memories, and to be able to stand and even fight the bad memories in order to enjoy the coronation, to be able to do something positive or to gain something positive from it. So this is why we got this card with the black and white horses, with the chess pieces, and the black and white card, because it is about black and white. It is about good or bad. So this is why we got it. And because Harry is going to have to deal with bad and and good memories. But this card is saying that he will be able to deal with those. Okay, next card is this is a question for Harry. Is the past best left in the past? This is something that Harry needs to decide. Can he decide that the past is best left in the past? Can he make that decision? Wait a minute. This is card number 9, and wait a minute. I skipped a card. Wait. I'm sorry. The next card is not that. The next card is, will his family be able to find a way to forgive him about the things that he has done? Because once again, we got that he is going to try and find a way to reconnect with his father and with his brother. We did get that he is going to try and find a way to control his own life again. This is going to be one of the things that he's going to try and regain his control during the coronation. So maybe that is going to be one of his ways of trying to disconnect from Meghan if he comes alone and she doesn't come with him. And then we got this card that says that he will be able to deal with the bad memories as well as the good memories. Now the question is whether his family will be able to forgive him. So will his family be able to forgive him? And what we're getting here is the 2 of Cups, if I'm not mistaken, but let me just check. No, I was wrong. It's the 2 of Coins. So this is a card that I've been getting a lot lately as well, because this is a fake conflict. This is a card that shows that, for example, King Charles knows exactly what he wants to do. So everything around for example, his answer to this man in the walkabout who asked him if he can bring Harry back, and he chuckled, or he asked who. These are all masquerades, but he knows exactly what he wants. He wants Harry back, so he wants to forgive Harry. William, for example, knows what he wants to do, and he, I think, at least according to my readings, it doesn't feel like he wants to forgive Harry. Maybe he will forgive Harry if Harry does ask for forgiveness and shows that he's willing to change things. But this shows that the family is very much, each member of the royal family knows exactly how they will react to Harry. And each of them are showing right now, they're showing something outside, but inside they know exactly what they want to do, and it doesn't have to be the same thing that they are showing outside, because outside all of them are acting the same. All of them are acting as if Harry is not someone that they will forgive. Nobody is actually talking about him. Nobody's mentioning him. And I think that this is a very smart way to deal with him. But inside each and every one of them, I suppose they have their own thoughts and ideas of how to act. So this is why we got the 2 of Pentacles, because this is unique to each and every one of them. Some will forgive him, some won't forgive him, but this is something that right now is being shown to us as a conflict, because this is how the royal family wants to be seen right now. They want to be seen as if they are in this conflict. They don't know if they are going to forgive Harry or not. They haven't decided if they want to forgive Harry or not. But each one of the family members knows how he wants to react when the time comes, if the time comes. Okay, so now is the end card. So should the past remain in the past, which means should Harry come to the coronation and leave the past in the past? And what I'm getting here is, sorry, the death card. So first of all, yes, the death card is a card that is saying kill whatever was before and change. This is a card that is calling for a very massive change. And it is telling Harry, leave the past in the past, change everything. This is a card that is telling him, kill whatever was up until now and start living a new life. Start living again. Start something new. So this is a card that is telling him that he should come to the coronation alone. He should try to reconnect with his brother and his father. He should try to make a decision and not allow himself to keep on stalling. He should make a decision. He should not allow this card to make him feel ill and unable to make a decision. He should try not to keep on being the whining and deprived person, and he really should start taking control over his life. Once he takes control over his life, he will be able to execute the other things. Now, the interesting thing is that H.E. Tudor just yesterday did polls in his community tab in his YouTube channel, asking what do we think will happen next? Will Harry be able to leave Meghan? Will Meghan just leave him when she finds someone else, or when will she leave him? So it was interesting to see what people think about what Harry, but what is the next move for Harry and for Meghan, and it will be interesting to see what A.G. Tudor does with that information. But one of the major things that really Harry needs to do is first gain control over his life and then change it, but change it completely. This is what the death card is telling him. Completely and utterly change the way that his life has been going on since he left the royal family. And then he will be able to gain control over his life and start over. And then he will be able to fulfill his dreams. Okay, so this is it for the tarot. So let's see what does the oracle say. And in this instance, I will be taking an oracle card for Harry, one for the royal family. So let's clear the deck. Okay, so advice for Harry on attending the coronation. Advice for Harry on attending the coronation. So this is the card for Harry, and it's called Sacrifice. Let's see what is the card for the royal family. So let's clear the deck again. Advice for the royal family on Harry's attending the coronation. Advice for the royal family on Harry's attending the coronation. And this is the card for the royal family, and it's called Cow. So let's see. Sacrifice says you must find the ebb and the flow of life within yourself. Embracing it all is embracing truth. Let's see if the book has more to say. Sacrifice invites you to let go of something that is preventing your growth. You do not wish to move on, but deep down you know this is a necessary step on your path towards greater fulfillment. This can mean moving to a new home, embracing a new career or way of thinking, or even a rite of passage such as graduation. You know that you are on your way to more, but the moment is still bittersweet. So it looks like Harry will have to sacrifice something in order to move on in his life. It's not going to be very easy for him, but this is something that he will have to do. Okay, so what is the advice for the royal family? It is the cow, and the cow is nurturing. May the embrace of all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you are becoming. So let's see what the message is. So the cow represents all things related to a happy home, stability, nourishment, and the mother archetype. A cow's size may seem overwhelming, but you cannot help but feel a sense of comfort when close by these gentle spirits. Like the love of a mother, you should seek out cow spirit when you need a loving but tough push. Cow encourages you to do all you can to build a strong foundation for your goals. Okay, so it looks like the cow, which is the mother, which is the nurturing symbol of not only the family, but also the British people, because this is the royal family. It is the symbol of nurturing, of stability. So this is the message for the royal family. So it does not invite criticism, and it's simply guiding them to examine whether or not they have all that they need to feel comfortable and safe. Okay, so this is it for this reading, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.